Consegue ver alguma coisa?
It's not yet on slideshow on my side.
Ok. Vamos lá recomeçar. Meu Deus, o que é que está acontecendo? Não consegue ver nada ainda? Meu Deus.
I'm not sure about others. Mine is still not yet.
Vou recomeçar. Vou sair para depois recomeçar. Hoje estou com o Zoom.
I think maybe just close it and open it again.
Yeah, what I'm trying to close everything and restart.
I think there's a bandwidth problem there.
Yeah. O problema começou quando when I started to open my without permission, maybe.
Maybe just click on one of the other slides. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think just go with that, Agua, and then just click on the slides as you need them. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
All right, just go. We can see that. Okay, go, Agua. I think that's good. Agua, you muted now. Can you unmute and then
start?
Sorry. Okay,
yes.
sorry.
Okay, go.
Okay, thanks. Sorry a lot. Ok. Dizia eu que estou muito agradecido por esta oportunidade de poder partilhar a experiência moçambicana e pessoalmente estou muito agradecido por mais uma vez poder receber comentários e puxões de orelha pelos gurus do ISD da nossa zona da África Austral. Um agradecimento especial à professora Eila, ao Dr. Charles e toda a equipe que orienta esta nossa formação contínua e permanente. É uma formação que nunca vai terminar, porque o ISD é uma dinâmica contínua. Um abraço, embora já não está conosco, a professora Caroline. Espero que ela esteja nos acompanhando ou vai saber que foi mesmo uma perda grande para nós outros da região não poder partilhar com ela esta oportunidade de ficar conosco. Mas também estamos a paciência, que tem muita paciência para nos aturar. Então, muito obrigado a todos. Colegas, em particular de Moçambique e de Angola, vou tentar aqui partilhar um pouco daquilo que nós estamos a fazer cá em Moçambique, no que concerne ao projeto de mudança. E eu costumo chamar a atenção dois elementos importantes quando estamos dentro do projeto de mudança. A primeira questão é que nós temos que não destruir nenhum dos nossos programas curriculares que estamos a fazer. O que nós temos que fazer é usar o projeto da mudança, usar o ISD como um paradigma educacional. Uma nova forma de estar com os nossos formandos, uma nova forma de estar com os nossos alunos, de modo que, na verdade, o nosso ensino de aprendizagem seja um ensino de interação, um ensino de ação, para abandonarmos um modelo escolástico de saber, um modelo escolástico de apenas reproduzir, para termos um poder de intervenção como residentes, como viventes da África Austral e de África no seu todo e no mundo no seu grande todo. Assim sendo, eu aqui vou trazer um tema curricular do curso de Educação Ambiental em Moçambique, na UEM, e depois disso vamos ver como operacionalizamos este tema dentro do paradigma ISD e dentro do projeto da mudança. Doutor Antônio, não sei se eu consigo, estou a falar bem para traduzir ou estou a correr muito, não sei. Doutor Antônio? Posso continuar neste ritmo? Alô? Estão a me ouvir, por favor? Alô? Alô? Estão a me acompanhar, por favor? Alô? Can you hear me, please?
Yes, Abu, I can hear you.
Okay. And Antonio also is following me, the
Yes.
translator. Okay, thanks a lot. Então, como ia dizendo, este vai ser, na verdade, a nossa caminhada. Uma das questões importantes quando nós tentamos fazer esta questão é a identificação do nosso problema. E o tema da nossa aula está ligado com problemas ambientais. Então, este é um tema que faz parte do curso, é um tema que nós podemos dar de várias maneiras. E então, na concepção do meu projeto de mudança, optei por dar este tema usando este modelo que estou sendo ensinado pela equipa da ROTS e a equipa da Unesco Rosa e no seu todo. Como dizia, temos aqui o contexto que não vou falar muito dele, vou diretamente àquilo que é o assunto do dia, porque o tempo é muito escasso. Aqui discutimos, numa primeira fase, a parte conceptual. É muito importante que as pessoas dominem os conceitos que vão utilizar durante o projeto. E é muito importante a harmonização, porque assim vamos todos falar a mesma língua. E eu aqui, durante a minha formação, discutimos os conceitos, o que é um problema ambiental, discutimos os conceitos de desenvolvimento sustentável, discutimos um bocadinho a gênese da educação para o desenvolvimento sustentável, olhando para o historial da educação ambiental no seu todo, com ênfase no Rio de Janeiro e Joanesburgo. Depois falamos da década, como uma forma de contextualizar as pessoas que estavam a discutir o nosso assunto. Eu aqui vou partilhar alguns momentos, como é que eram feitas as conversas. Aproveito também para partilhar a minha imagem com os meus estudantes, onde nós fazíamos essa discussão conceptual toda e assim também ajudava-nos a nos aproximarmos muito uns dos outros e a entender qual é o modelo de trabalho ou o novo modelo de trabalho que iríamos seguir. E é muito importante a partilha dos pensamentos, porque o projeto da mudança não reside no indivíduo, mas reside na comunidade das pessoas envolvidas. E neste caso concreto, numa primeira fase da minha comunidade estudantil, então eles tinham que tentar entender o que tenho na minha cabeça para podermos sermos uma única pessoa. Como disse no início, o tópico faz parte da aula e como faz parte da aula, vem lá problemas ambientais, mas quando eu quis abordar o tema dentro da minha disciplina, eu transformei a aula num programa do tópico específico e foi levantamento de problemas ambientais existentes no campo principal da UEM. Então, eu afunilei o problema para uma área controlável, para uma área de ação específica geográfica, que é muito importante, porque assim facilita a avaliação dos impactos do nosso projeto. Se ficamos num campo muito aberto, ficamos com dificuldade daqui. E era meu objetivo, na verdade, durante esta aula, duas coisas. Além de discutir o problema em si, mas também introduzir aspectos de como é que nós podemos desenhar um projeto de mudança, tendo como o olho básico a adicionação, que é o nosso ensino. E assim discutir com eles, colocamos aqui a questão de como que iria operacionalizar este trabalho e que nós temos que fazer uma caminhada exploratória dentro do campus, onde as pessoas iriam fazer o levantamento dos vários problemas ambientais que eles poderiam encontrar. É muito importante as pessoas entenderem o conceito, porque cada olho vai levantar o levantamento dos seus problemas sozinho, e assim ficamos ricos, porque vamos trazer vários problemas ambientais e assim poderemos ter opções. Vou partilhar aqui alguns problemas ambientais que foram detectados nessa altura. Tenho aqui, num lado, a perda de água por falta de controle de termos torneiras em condições. Tínhamos aqui também problemas de lixo, que até chegava a fazer uma montanha dentro do nosso quintal do campus universitário da UEM. São problemas que foram detectados. E outros problemas, aqui só apenas trouxe 2 imagens para mostrar que também vivemos e tínhamos problemas ambientais muito interessantes. De acordo com os vários problemas ambientais que nós detectamos, desenhamos várias ações. Algumas ações foram a questão da limpeza, fizemos ações, por exemplo, naquela zona que havia lixo, temos que fazer limpeza do lixo. Detectamos problemas ligados com falta da arborização do campus, que tínhamos um campo deserto. Se repararem na figura ao lado, tínhamos um campo muito deserto, então era preciso arborizar o nosso campo universitário. Então, estes outros problemas foram detectados e foram todos eles trazidos como elementos de debate. Então, há 2 momentos importantes que nós sempre tivemos. É a questão de, se reparar na figura de baixo, temos algumas figuras de estudantes nas cadeiras, enquanto as figuras de cima temos estudantes em ação de intervenção no terreno. No momento após o trabalho, nós temos que voltar para a sala de aulas para as pessoas de novo discutir as diferentes decisões que foram tomadas e diferentes ações que foram tomadas, de acordo com vários tipos dos problemas. E assim sendo, nós fizemos o levantamento e tivemos sessões de debates para ver realmente, aferir até que ponto as pessoas estavam a participar de uma forma ativa, até que ponto as pessoas estavam a entender realmente o que estavam a fazer e verificar de uma forma comparativa o objetivo do tópico que faz parte da aula e o alcance que nós encontramos. Eu aqui vou chamar a atenção 2 momentos importantes. Se reparar, eu vou voltar um pouco na figura atrás. Se repararem nestas figuras, onde encontrar estudantes sem camisetes e estudantes com camisetes. É muito importante entender quando que as pessoas têm camiseta e quando que as pessoas não têm camisetes. Logicamente, o tema é da aula, as pessoas fazem as suas aulas usando as suas roupas normais, mas o projeto também tinha um impacto na comunidade da UEM. E aí era preciso também não só trazer os estudantes, mas também trazer a comunidade universitária para verificar o impacto daquilo que estávamos a fazer e, ao mesmo tempo, fazermos uma retrospectiva interna. É desta maneira que, já nesta segunda figura, encontramos muita gente com camisetes. E este elemento é muito importante porque as camisetas simbolizam o cometimento institucional da UEM com esta nossa ação interventiva. E é uma questão muito importante porque isto minimiza a questão do custo, porque é um problema grande. Todo o programa do projeto de mudança pode acarretar custos. Como minimizar os custos? E esta é a parte muito complicada quando nós temos o projeto de mudança. O primeiro passo é nós não sairmos do currículo escolar ou do currículo de formação que nós temos. É o primeiro passo. temos apenas a abordagem diferenciada. O segundo passo é tentar envolver instituições nas suas datas de grande valor institucional. No caso do meu curso de Educação Ambiental, o 5 de junho é um dia institucional festejado pela toda a Faculdade de Educação. Então, quando eu preciso de algum recurso, quando eu preciso de camisetas, quando eu preciso de comprar alguma coisa, eu aproveito o 5 de junho como uma data para fazer esses peditórios que facilmente a instituição coopera e ajuda a desbloquear a parte orçamental, a parte financeira. Não é fácil de trabalharmos sem recursos, é um fato. Então, temos que ter estratégias individuais de como minimizar estas questões. Então, aqui apenas dei 2 exemplos de como minimizar. Usar a aula, usar o currículo, e o outro é usar as datas comemorativas, que também é um elemento de ajuda. Podemos ter, por exemplo, dias abertos, dias festivos da nossa instituição, também podem ser momentos que possivelmente poderão ajudar-nos a libertar os fundos. Após esta atividade que foi feita a nível da instituição, voltamos de novo à sala de aulas e, neste caso concreto, tivemos a sorte de termos alguns especialistas na área do ISD. Estou a ver o professor Robert lá no fundo, como podem ver. Conseguem ver o professor Robert lá no fundo. Temos o professor Monjane, a professora Eila conhece muito bem. Temos aí o professor Monjane. Temos aí a doutora Aristides, que a professora Eila e muita gente da Rhodes se conhecem muito bem, que foram pessoas que foram usadas para nos ajudar a avaliar até que ponto o nosso projeto de mudança atingiu os objetivos ou nós conseguimos seguir mais ou menos o que diz a regra de elaboração de um projeto de mudança. Este foi um momento muito importante da avaliação, porque além de avaliar o nosso sucesso, o nosso fracasso, foi possível melhorar aquilo que estava errado durante o nosso projeto. E foi uma coisa muito importante, porque assim tivemos um trabalho interativo, onde mudamos, se repararam a posição das carteiras, não temos aquela posição clássica de linha, mas temos posição em U, onde nós todos estamos na mesma situação igualitária, não temos hierarquias durante os projetos de mudança. Então, achamos por bem partilhar este momento. E, depois desta avaliação, tivemos um momento da partilha dos principais resultados, e neste momento nós conseguimos cativar os estudantes a serem mais interventivos, a serem mais independentes na procura. Como é que nós verificamos isto? Porque cada pessoa trouxe o seu problema ambiental e cada pessoa foi aconselhado ele próprio a desenhar um programa de como espera resolver este programa de mudança usando os problemas típicos que ele tem. Chamamos a atenção particular. A identificação do problema é um elemento chave. E como é que nós chamamos o problema? Chamamos aquilo que a pessoa não lhe põe na zona de conforto, aquilo que lhe preocupa como ponto de partida. Porque ele parte de um sítio de insatisfação e ele procura se movimentar para um sítio de comunidade, não um sítio de aceitação. Então, são 3 elementos chaves que nós gostamos que durante as nossas aulas partilhamos muito. O primeiro momento, a questão de não sairmos no currículo. O segundo momento, saber como minimizar os custos financeiros. O terceiro momento, o projeto de mudança tem que se basear na insatisfação da pessoa, que deve partilhar essa insatisfação com a comunidade, porque o projeto de mudança é transformar no meu problema, no nosso problema. E este, mais ou menos, foi este princípio que nós usamos para o desenho desse nosso projeto de mudança. Não sei se desiludi, não sei se consegui partilhar de modo que eu seja útil como referencial para os trabalhos dos colegas que já começaram ou vão começar com os seus trabalhos. Mais uma vez, muito agradecido e muito obrigado pela oportunidade que me dão. E vou terminando, desejando muito obrigado a sua atenção. Muito obrigado a todos pela audiência.
Good. Thank you so much. Agua, you did not disappoint at all.
Obrigado,
colleagues, you heard from Agua. This is an example of a change project that has been going on for a long time in Mozambique. And you can see elements of what we've been talking about throughout these webinars. Things like participatory methodologies, participatory methods. He took the students out to look at the sustainability challenges around the institution. Then from there, using the same participatory methods, they came up with the change project. They also involved some experts. I've seen Dr. Baloy, Aristide. These are the experts in Southern Africa in terms of sustainability, environmental education, ESG, and so forth. Also, the community of practice that grew bigger and bigger, and attending to specific issues, bring those issues into the curriculum, making them part and parcel of the learning system, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So I want to thank you very much, Agua, for sharing with us. I hope slowly we are learning how to do our own change projects with all these examples that we've brought to these sessions. Now, Preven, help me. Do we have some comments or questions with regards to the presentation? And please.
Don't see any now.
Go ahead, Preven.
Just a lot of compliments from Anna and Alcinda on the presentation.
Have you managed to translate some of them?
Other questions, and in the questions. Yes, 1 second, Charles.
Yes, I'm also doing that. I wish it was easy to quickly promote them to speakers, but let's.
We can give participants the chance to talk if you would like us to.
Yes, maybe if you can give Alcinda, who is the other one who has given us a lot of comments.
Elisara, Maria.
And Andrew, those three, please.
Okay.
Then we'll see with them. So that we can hear their voices as well. This can be a comment, can be a question, compliment. The floor is open.
Okay, if anyone also wants to speak, you can put your hands, raise your hands as well. I'm giving to...
Boa tarde. Boa tarde, agora bom dia. Consegue me ouvir?
Go ahead.
Perfeitamente, doutora Alcinda.
Bom dia mais uma vez a todos. Aqui é Alcinda Malfiana, UP, Moçambique. Queria parabenizar o professor Aguiar em primeiro lugar. Eu estou com dificuldades do som, estou a ouvir muito baixo, mas deu para acompanhar pelas imagens. É um projeto que realmente suscita de grandes expectativas para o futuro e, como eu disse antes, o professor Aguiar está muito de parabéns, porque todo projeto que envolve alunos, que envolve estudante, é realmente algo que nós podemos esperar um upgrade para mais além. Então, professor Aguiar, eu queria talvez perguntar, como nós podemos fazer para não só abranger as disciplinas profissionalizantes, mas também aquelas que não são profissionalizantes para a educação para desenvolvimento sustentável, no âmbito de todo o projeto que a professora Aguiar aqui mostrou. Não sei se me fiz entender, professora Aguiar.
Perfeitamente, perfeitamente. Qualquer pergunta é uma coisa que a pessoa tem que pensar 2 vezes. E eu espero que esta comunidade que está aqui vai partilhar também as respostas para podermos ver se conseguimos chegarmos no bom porto. Eu entendo que, na verdade, as disciplinas profissionalizantes podem ser teoricamente mais fáceis, mas todas as nossas disciplinas nós temos que ter essa obrigação de usar o paradigma ISD. Por que digo isto? Porque o ISD é um movimento holístico que trabalha numa forma sistêmica, onde temos uma ligação entre as várias disciplinas. Imaginemos, por exemplo, alguém do inglês, alguém da língua portuguesa. Esta pessoa pode produzir um texto que discute um problema, por exemplo, neste caso, dos problemas ambientais no campo da Universidade Eduardo Mondlane. E a produção do texto pode ser feita, por exemplo, na base do levantamento individual, que pode servir de bullets para começar-se com o texto. Então, o texto seria a forma de operacionalizar o projeto de mudança. Iríamos sair de um texto clássico, que é feito, não sei de que maneira, para um texto escolar produzido com a participação ativa dos nossos formandos. Porque os bullets seriam os elementos chaves deste texto. E seriam bullets, mais ou menos, chuva de ideias, o brainstorm, que seriam o elemento base para a produção do texto. Estou a dar um exemplo da questão do inglês, da língua portuguesa. Porque outras cadeiras como geografia é um bocadinho mais fácil também, é como uma cadeira profissionalizada. Não sei se este exemplo foi feliz ou aumentei a confusão, não sei. Mas também tenho aqui um painel rico de gente que pode me ajudar a sacudir este capote. Obrigado.
Muito obrigada, professora Aguiar. Deu para entender. Mais uma vez, muitos parabéns. Obrigada.
Obrigado.
Thank you very much. I had a question and response as well. I also want to add something very true. Talking about science or any discipline. As you can see from the change project, number 1, it's focusing on the pedagogy. More often than not, when we teach sciences and when we teach mathematics, all those things, we focus mainly on content. As you can see again from this change project, it's focusing on the relevance of the science that we are teaching, the mathematics that we are teaching. Is it in a way solving our own community issues? We are simply translating book knowledge from the book to the students. Then we also think about assessment and the impact of the science or the mathematics or the English that we are teaching. How, in what way is it contributing to respond to the challenges that we face every day in our community? So thank you very much, Agua, for that response, and thank you for the question. It's always a question that always comes because people think sometimes the curriculum that we are given, we must divide, but we always, ESD will help us to think about the how best can I make the delivery of this curriculum relevant to the situation, to the context they're seeing in our own situations. Thank you so much, Cinda, and thanks. Let's move on to the next question. I'm going to give a little bit of time here so that we can open up space so that people can also talk. Let me read on behalf of Armand, who says, Professor Agua, what were the main challenges in coming up with this change project? What main challenge did you face? Over to you.
Tá, muito obrigado. O grande desafio que eu encontrei, na verdade, foi as pessoas aceitar o novo modelo de ensino-aprendizagem. Porque as pessoas estão habituadas a um modelo mais centrado no professor, E o modelo de projetos de mudança dá mais responsabilidade ao formando. Então, ele tem que ser mais interventivo, tem que ser mais autônomo no trabalho. Este foi um desafio que eu encontrei em particular para a minha aula. Mas também outro elemento importante que é normal encontrar, que também encontrei nos meus vários trabalhos, é a transformação, a identificação dos tópicos que facilmente a pessoa adapta ou não, que facilmente pode trocá-lo e aumentar o envolvimento. Porque, na verdade, o importante é como sair de um ensino de passividade para o aluno para um assunto não só de ação na sala, mas de ação futura na sua vida. E esta monitoria, esta avaliação, como é que ele faz a transferência do debate para a sua vida? Que tipo de exercício eu lhe dou? Que tipo de pergunta eu lhe faço para ver se ele vai além da reprodução? É muito mais, são pequenos desafios, mas que eu creio que com o próprio tempo e com o próprio debate podemos minimizar. Obrigado.
Thank you very much for the response again. As you can see, change is uncomfortable. Students are used to be given content, information, but in this case, I took them out the classroom so that they can they can touch the real world. And maybe they were saying, but this one doesn't really know how to teach us. We want him to give us his knowledge, but he was opening up space for them to find out things on their own, discuss them, and find ways to solve them. Thank you very much for that. Preven, do we have another question? Or comment? Can you hear me?
Doesn't look like we have another question.
Good.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
one. Amando's question has been asked.
Yes. And those two questions were very critical because they really opened up challenges that are really faced, especially with the new change project. So thank you very much for those questions and thank you very much for the responses. Let's move on with today's agenda.
Sorry, Doctor.
Yes, Agua.
I think os participantes parece que não estão a ter a tradução perfeita. Não sei o que está acontecendo. Doutor Antônio? Está tudo em ordem da tradução? Ok. Português PT. Exato, no programa PT. Ok, os colegas estão com dificuldades, por favor, seguir as instruções do Dr. Antônio. Estamos no PT para o português e inglês naquele. O sistema de funcionamento é o mesmo. Muito obrigado. You can go on, right. Dr. Charles.
Thank you, Agua. Thanks very much. Right, let's move on to the next segment of our agenda. We now want to talk about future plans because, as you know, we are now going to have a break of these webinars. And the webinars, let me insist, the webinars are not the course. You still have to do the course online, and Vilma will talk about that. The webinars only support the online course. So, Hale, I'm sorry, I'm going to call upon you in very few minutes, maybe to give us the next steps in this program.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you very much, Charles. I think the next steps in the program would be between now and August. We would want everybody to work on the online course, to try to complete at least up to module 4. So module 1, module 2, module 3, and module 4. To try to complete those by August. And then in August, we will have another 1 week of webinars where we will then be looking at the reflection on what we've done, the monitoring and evaluation. Sorry, Brevin, are you? Okay, you're showing us the program for the August webinar. Okay, thank you. So, okay, sorry, Brevin. Okay, just hold it there, Brevin, thanks. So in the August webinars, we will be focusing on monitoring and evaluation. We'll be reflecting back at the progress that we're making on our change projects and the online course. And we'll be trying to see, you know, what we want to take forward. In other words, what we want to try to scale or share with other people. So that will take us then to the last of our learning actions, which is actually learning action 5, and we'll concentrate on that. So we have colleagues that will join us in August, where we'll be looking at taking programs forward, monitoring and evaluation of programs, and then looking also at how our work links into ESD for 2030 and beyond. Thanks, Previn. You can just move a little bit up now to the time and dates for the webinars. Then a second thing that will be very important as we go between now and August is we will be hosting or supporting you to host weekly or bi-weekly cluster meetings. So, sorry, Previn, it's a bit jumpy. Maybe it's not that helpful too. But the schedules that we have, we've got a tentative schedule, and we would like each of the reference group members to consolidate the times for the cluster meetings of their groups. So we'll have cluster meetings for Mozambique, cluster meetings for Angola. If the cluster meetings are too big, you can break them into smaller cluster meetings and have, say, 2 cluster meetings a week with Angola Group 1, Angola Group 2, or Mozambique Group 1, Mozambique Group 2. If the cluster meetings are too many to have every week, then you can decide as a group to have the cluster meetings every second week. We do want to encourage you to have the cluster meetings because we've heard now from the graduates yesterday how important the cluster meetings were, because the cluster meetings allow you to work together to discuss your change projects. And they also help you to identify any problems that you might be experiencing with the online course. So those are the 2 very important things to work on as you go forward, to complete the online modules 1 to 4, and then to have your weekly cluster meetings or bi-weekly cluster meetings. So we will be asking the RGMs, Agua and Sabino, to please lead a discussion in your countries as to when you want to hold your cluster meetings. Once you've decided when you want to hold the cluster meetings, then Zandi will open the platform, the webinar platform for you each time. So if you say, okay, we want to do our cluster meeting on a Monday from 3 to 5 or 3 to 4, you need to let Zandi know. Zandi will open the platform for you for those cluster meetings. There'll always be a Zoom platform open for the cluster meetings on those days and those times. So we need guidance from Agua and Sabino on the dates and times for the Angola cluster meetings and the Mozambique cluster meetings. That's very important because those hold the change projects. They help you to discuss the change projects, what you're doing, what you're wanting to do, who's involved, any problems. So that's very important. And then for the online course, when you're doing the online course from module 1 to module 4, we have 2 fantastic technical assistants, one in each of the countries that are working with Dr. Vilma, and they are there to help you problem solve. If you come up with a problem on the online course, if you do forget your password, if you get stuck, if you're not sure what to do, they are there to help you. So everybody will get help. Dr. Vilma and her team are fantastic. They help people immediately. Sometimes Vilma even helps people late at night, although we don't want to bother her at night. But we really are trying our very best to provide the very best support that we can so that nobody gets left behind and nobody gets stuck. So as soon as you get stuck, let us know and we will try to solve the problem. So please, colleagues, that's very, very important. We don't want anybody to get stuck. We will help you. There's a lot of people who are able to help you, and we want everybody to be successful. So that's the most important thing, everybody to be successful. It's very important that we do this work in SADC, as you could see yesterday. It's very important for the future of our region. It's very important for the future of our teachers. And it's very, very important for the future of the children in our communities and in our countries. So this course is not about, trying to assess you to be, extra good at this or extra bad at that. It's about everybody being successful at their ESD work. So we want to encourage everybody to, think about it like that. Think about trying to be as successful as you can in the company of others, okay, and in the company of this amazing network that Professor Eurita and Professor Lydia were talking about yesterday. So that's all I want to say now. And then I want to give a chance to, and then the third thing, sorry, I nearly forgot, but we will also be planning visits. So I think Charles and some of the Rhodes team will come to Mozambique and we'll want to try to meet with you, hear your progress, spend some time working with you on any issues that you might have, making your progress. And we'll also do the same, try to come to Angola. So we'll also be communicating then with Sabino and Agua to try to find the best times for those on-site visits to come and see you, because it's always lovely to see change projects in the place where they are growing. So those are the three things: the online course, the cluster meetings, and we will be having a national meeting with you. Between now and August, in August, we will have another webinar. After the August webinar, we'll ask everybody to finish the course, finish their change project by probably early February, so that we can then have a big graduation for Mozambique and Angola in February next year. So that's the pathway. We will write it up and we'll send it out and communicate it very carefully with everybody. I think that's all from my side. Charles, is there anything else that I've forgotten?
I don't think so. Those three steps, very concretely, the three things that we'll be following up. Please don't stay on the online course. The sooner you do it, the better, because you really have to read around and to check around. But thanks, I think those three fundamental things is what we discussed. That's the line of our engagement going forward.
Okay, and then we'll ask Vilma now to just share how she and her team will be supporting the online course participants. Okay, Vilma, we can hand over to you then.
Thank you very much, Hayla. And yes, I'm so happy to be at this stage where everybody has gone now through the 2 weeks and now they are ready to start with the online course. I first just want to thank Victoria and Marissa. They were two technical assistants. Most of you know them by now.
Vilma, are they on the platform or not?
They are supposed to be on the platform. Victoria and Marissa said that they will be joining us today. Yes, I see Victoria there.
Maybe Zandi can just promote them to the panelists and then they can also open their videos and introduce themselves so that...
That would be a fantastic idea.
Promoting Victoria Piocuto, is that?
Yes.
And the second one,
is Marissa.
There she is, Marissa Mate. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So if you can promote those two for us, Zandi, and then Vilma can also introduce them. They can introduce themselves just so everybody can see each other. Yeah, in the Zoom world. It's nice to see.
Okay, Victoria is with us on the panelists. Oh, where is she?
So Victoria, would you just like to introduce yourself?
And open your view, please.
She's rejoining as panelist. 1 second.
Marissa is there. Marissa, do you want to introduce yourself while we wait for Victoria?
There you go.
Bom dia a todos. Bom dia. Eu chamo-me Vitória Peixoto, sou docente da Faculdade de Educação e neste momento estou a trabalhar com a doutora Wilma como assistente de Moçambique. Obrigada.
Thank you, Victoria. And
Ela é
Marissa,
chefe de departamento também. É o nosso chefe de departamento.
Fantastic. Thank you, Victoria. Marissa? Yes.
Bom dia. Bom, meu nome é Marisa Jeremias Mate, sou docente aqui da Faculdade de Educação, no curso de Licenciatura em Educação Ambiental. Estou nesse momento a trabalhar com a doutora Wilma e a colega Vitória como assistente por parte de Moçambique. Obrigada.
Mozambique.
thank you very much, Marissa. And Victoria, yes. So that is our group working on the online course as a technical team. And we have very much things for you to come. We are looking at different resources, also activating the forum on the online course and adding some presentations for you on the course. So watch this space and you will see how the course just grows. All right, so after speaking to Victoria and Marissa, we realized that we still need to go through the course with everybody. So as we said on the groups today, I will just go through the course from the beginning and show again how to log in and how to access the course and navigate the course. So if you can bear with me, that's what we're going to do today. There we go. Just want to see if I'm on the right course. Yes, there we go. All right, so I'm going to just add the link again into the chat for anybody that would like to join the course now while we are busy. And if you have any problems that you would like us to just be aware of or assist you with, technical problems, just also put that in the chat and we can try and work through that. And here's it, the address in the chat. So here, if you log in, you can log in using your username or your email address. If you use your username, please remember that your capitals or spaces are important, and then your password the same. If you added capitals or other spaces, just make sure that you type it in correctly. So here I just have saved my login details, makes it much easier. And then I click on login. So when you log in, you won't see anything like this. You will have that. And the first thing that everybody that I've spoken to had a bit of a problem was to see where to go to find the course. So when you're on this page gives you a little bit of more insight on the course itself. So you can read it once, but otherwise you don't have to access it. So we can just go to the course itself. And if you scroll down all the way, you will find the course list. So if you're working on your cell phone, you will find that on the right side of your screen, there'll be 3 lines. So that is where your menu is. So those 3 lines are your menu. So you click on that. When you access the course, then you will be able to see course. And you click on that and it will take you to this page. That's quite important. And if you're not sure and you can't find it, just be patient and look for it. It will be there.
Vilma,
Okay.
there's a question in the chat from Agostino Chambe. Does not have access to the platform, has not been signed up.
Okay. So what you can do is you can just send me a WhatsApp or an email, and then we can quickly sort that out for you. So I'll put my email address in here. I had someone saying to me today they deleted the course, and at least you can't delete the course, and it's just finding it again. So the most important thing is to go to course and then just scroll down all the way, and then you'll find your structure. The other way to do it is if you're at your main here at the top, you can look at your progress. So course progress. So if you click on that, it will give you your profile. So here it gives my profile. It says I'm doing 1 course. And if I scroll down, it gives me my course. So you can also click on that. Sorry, my phone is beeping here. And it will take you to the course page. So those are the 2 ways to do it. So I'm going to scroll down. So the course consists of different modules. We call them learning actions. So the first one is your change project orientation. So as you continue with your course, you will see how you complete it. This one, I haven't completed it all. And here with the learning action 3, you can see that I've done almost half of it. So we're going to look at the change project orientation one. So if you click on that, it will take you directly now to your first module, change project orientation. At the top, you will see it says module and materials. The materials is the change project booklet, the one that we also send to you on your group. So you can download that for you to have access to, and it really helps to read through the booklet. So that's what I would definitely recommend that you do. All right, so let's look at the module. So again, scrolling down is what we're supposed to do. So there's 5 sessions. And the first one is developing an ESD change project, some ESD change project examples, change project pathways, then completing the parts of the ESD change project, and change project guidelines and reviews. So to navigate your online course, you will just click on the first one, developing an ESD change project. But on your left side, you will also see the whole complete course with all of the sessions, starting with the change project, then learning action 1, learning action 2, learning action 3, and 4 and 5. So you can manage and navigate the whole course from the left side through your scroll bar. So there are certain things that you need to do and to understand just to navigate the course. So at the top here, you will also be able to see your completion. So at the moment, it says that I've completed 30% of a course. So first of all is you'll scroll down, read some of the text. There'll be some activities that you need to do, some questions to answer. At the moment, if there is questions to answer, have a little small notebook where you've put all your ideas in, all your change project ideas, and then just answer these questions in that notebook. We will be putting up a forum for you for each module that you would be able to also join in and answer these questions, and then have discussions with other participants on your answers. The little globe is your little tip box. things to remember. And some questions. All right, so many of you have seen this module. So let's go just to the last page where we have to add. There we go. So again, if you would like to, wherever you see these little dots, if you click on it, it's a hyperlink to that document. And here at the end, there is, with your change project guidelines, there is a questionnaire that you need to complete. So you'll just go and answer all the questions. So I'm going to just, how you do that is if you just click in that box. So now you see that it's active. The box, it also works the same on your phone. I saw that if you just go and you tap on that box, it opens it up, and then it shows you your keypad at the bottom to type in. So here I'm just going to complete the questions by putting in test. See, every time I click on it, it becomes active. And test and test. So then you complete the whole section, and at the bottom, it's quite a long one, but it doesn't take you too long because you just have to here, you just choose, click on one of the little circles and that highlights it. Do we have another question maybe? I see there's a hand that's raised. Okay, I'm just going to quickly finish with this section and then you can look at the questions. So here at the bottom, you will see it says email. Please add your email there, because what happens is one of these, the form with all the answers are sent to your email, and that helps you to build up your profile and for the course, because all these tasks that you complete has some relevance to your change projects, and it helps you to formalize your change project ideas and then eventually implement them. So here I just say submit. And then once I've submitted, it will jump back to the top. But now if I go scroll down, you will see that it says that I have thank you for submitting. But the next time you get to the page, it will have a form again. But if you've completed it once, you don't have to complete it again. Then it's just for those. I had participants that said that they're struggling. They accidentally clicked submit. They didn't complete the form. And then that's why I added it, that you can redo it if you need to. Okay. So Previn, is there any questions maybe in the chat or someone that would like to ask something? No, it doesn't seem that way.
There's hand up.
Hand up. Okay.
You can ask him to unmute.
Just can't see.
At gmail.com.
In what? At gmail.com. Okay. I asked to unmute.
Nothing seems to be happening. I tried.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to show another one. So like Prof. Hayla said that we would like you to work through learning action 1 to 4. So this is just a learning action 2. Again, if you look at the materials, click on materials, you'll find the materials there and you can download it and use that. That's actually the core text. So it's really important to go through that. Here is the modules or the sessions. And again, on your left side, you will also see it here that you can click. So you can see here that I haven't done any of these. And at the moment, it shows that I've done 30%. So I'm going to click on the first session and also do it. Okay. So the first session will take you through about the objectives and what's important on the course. And then also you can click on the case study. If you click that link, it takes you to our case study. That's you'll also see the booklets that follows sort of the whole process of developing a change project within your institution. So once I'm done, I have to click on mark as complete. So I click on mark as complete, and it takes me to the next page. And if you look here at the top, it shows 33% complete. All right. So that's sort of how you navigate the course. But if we go into the last session, this also then explains to you the context of what you need for your change project. And that mostly works on what your context of your change project would be. And sort of this is a start of your planning. It gives you instructions of how to do the assignment. And then you have to upload your assignment. So that's one thing that I know that we have a bit of a problem with. So if you need support, just let us know. Here it shows that your maximum size is 265 megabytes. That's quite a lot. But if you need more space or you cannot access it, just let me know, then we can look at it. Usually it's only 2 to 3 pages or 5 to 6 slides, so I don't think it will be that much. So if you want to upload a file, you have to click on browse, and then you go and find the document that you would like. For instance, let's say, here we go, change project pathways. So you make sure that your name of a document that you like to add is correct, and then you say upload. And the first thing that you're going to worry about is you're going to reset again. So you're going to jump to the top of the page. So you have to scroll down to see if your assignment was uploaded. It seems like it's taking a while today. Maybe there's a lot of users on it. All right, so now I go, it's jumped up, I scroll down again. Get there. And it shows here, assignment successfully uploaded. You have an assignment awaiting approval. All right, and now don't forget, you still have to say here, mark as complete. Okay. But now I would really like to go and see, now you can see that it's 36% complete, but I have been waiting for my assignment to be approved maybe for a week. And now I'm going to go back. I would like to go see what's going on. So I go to my course progress and click, and then I can go and see once my assignments are approved, I would see it here. Now it just says waiting for review. Once it's been approved, you will see that it says approved, but you don't have to wait for your assignment to be approved to continue with the next learning action. So you can continue with the learning action as needed. Right, so I think that is more or less what needs to be very important. So if you want to go to the course, you click on when you're at your home page, you click on courses. Then when you're on your course, you can go and access the course that way. And something important also to note here, that for some reason, okay, I have made, I see it's not here, it's on the main page, but I also put it here just for the recordings that you can go and access the presentations and recordings of each session. So if you look after our session, you'll see that there's a tab for you to access that. And then most important thing is just to check every time that you say mark as complete when you finish the session. And that if you're struggling, ask for help. Most important. That's what we really need. So I don't. So for now, I think that's enough for us. So if you have any problems, please just contact me and Victoria Marissa, and then we will be able to support you in accessing the course. Thank you. Is there any questions specifically around this? So, and I will. Okay. Is there any hands up maybe? No. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Charles.
Any hands? Preven?
No. All right, but I'm happy to say that we've got 168 participants already registered. And I'm hoping to see over the weekend some activities. Monday morning, I'll post a graph to show how many people have been active on the sites. So I'm challenging everybody, please just go in once at least so that we can see there's so many people that's accessed the course. And thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy the course.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Vilma. Definitely, the course will be enjoyable with this support. A question though, Victoria and Marisa are both from Mozambique. Am I right, Ella?
No, from Mozambique and from Angola.
Oh, Victoria is from Mozambique and Marisa from Angola.
Yes.
Okay, I missed that part. Thank you very much. So, we are in safe hands. Let me repeat the 3 steps, 3 tasks that are ahead of us. Online course. This is the major one. And you can see Vilma and the team are ready to support you. So please don't wait any longer. The online course should be done. We're happy with the registration. So many people have registered. It will be very nice to see so many people graduating after doing their own course and after successfully working or doing the change projects. And cluster meetings are also very important. I'm sure Agua and Sabino, you have your strategy to come up with those cluster meetings. And please, if you can also let us know, and you can also invite us. Zand always does that. We always join some of these cluster meetings to support and to give that moral support required when people are going through a course. Then, of course, the visits will be done later. Anything else from your side? Hela, we still have some few minutes.
No, thank you, Charles. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. So I've been very busy with my Portuguese translation. I hope I've done a good job. But this is the way forward, as everybody can see, the points we've just made. Charles has just said them again. The most important, if you get stuck, ask for help. We are here to help you, to support you. And we will then also be supporting you to get the cluster meetings going. We'll be seeing you again in August for the next set of webinars, and we'll be then seeing you in February for the graduation. So thank you very much to everybody who's joined us for these 2 weeks. It's been fantastic. I want to make a very, very big thank you to Antonio. Without Antonio, this would not have been possible. And also thank you very much to our 2 reference group members, Agua and your team, Sabino and your team. We have a record number of participants from Angola and Mozambique. It is absolutely fantastic. We are looking very much forward to all of the change projects that are going to come, and to especially to your graduation. And I think that the director of UNESCO Rosa, Professor Lydia, she will be there to support you at that graduation. She was very excited yesterday about the graduations. So I'm sure she will be very happy to be at a graduation also on her home country, Mozambique. So we're looking forward to that. And I wish all of you all of the best, and I hope mostly that you enjoy doing the course. It's a fantastic course once you start to do it. It's lovely to work with other people, and it's so nice to work on changes that are important to our countries, our people, our communities. So from my side, I wish everybody all of the best and good luck for the next few months. Thank you very much, Charles. Over to you. I will post this slide onto the WhatsApp groups as well. Don't know if Agua and Sabino want to say something before we wrap up.
Yes, maybe, yeah. So Agua and Sabino, I'm going to give you some few minutes so that you can say something. Maybe if you want to address in terms of coming up with clusters, I'm not sure. Who is going to start? You're already in the room. Can you start? You've been talking. I see something today.
Ok, meu irmão da Angola, podes começar, por favor?
Yes, fala português. Go
Ok.
ahead, Abba.
Ok, muito obrigado. E, na verdade, é gratificante e doloroso ao mesmo tempo chegar ao fim. Sempre quando temos esses encontros, até esquecemos as famílias biológicas e aprendemos muito. E quando chegamos no último dia, sentimos um aperto no coração. Mas é a vida. Eu creio que a equipa moçambicana e a equipa angolana, mais uma vez, vai tentar fazer o seu melhor. E temos a sorte, temos uma equipa de apoio muito grande. Trabalhamos em diferentes situações e em diferentes apertos. Mas creio eu que a nossa equipa técnica, a doutora Marisa e a doutora Peixoto, vão operacionalizar os nossos desejos. E estamos muito agradecidos porque temos as linhas de apoio que foram abertas aqui. Vamos fornecer o calendário dos dias e o calendário das horas possíveis. Então, tenho que primeiro coordenar com as diferentes zonas para saber realmente como é que vamos fazer. Can I continue? Vamos continuar a fazer este aperto. Então, nós temos que tentar organizar para saber como é que vamos fazer os grupos de trabalho e quais são os melhores momentos. E logo que nós tivermos esta informação, oxalá o mais cedo possível, vamos partilhar com a equipa orientadora para podermos trabalhar. E muito obrigado a todos e um agradecimento especial ao nosso Ministério de Educação, que colocou 2 técnicos full-time, o doutor Ireneu e o Geraldo. Assim, o Ministério da Educação também está a acompanhar e para nós é muito gratificante este apoio administrativo que provém do Ministério. Muito obrigado.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for those words. And we know you're going to have your meetings, then you can share the timelines and so forth. Thank you so much. I haven't seen Sabino in the room. Is he in the room, or should I ask Marisa to say something? I'm sorry, Marisa. Is Sabino in the room? I didn't see him. Sabino, can you shout if you're in the room?
Charles, you might need to follow up with Sabino if he's not here, just so that he's also with us in terms of the way forward. And also if the Angolan team could also update Sabino if he's not here with us.
Yes. That's very important. I will do that soon after this webinar. Marisa, are you afraid to say something? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but you'll be definitely working with Sabino very closely. So maybe your last words? No, she's not in the room either. Anyway, I'll follow up with the Angolan team. I know it's
Bom dia, boa tarde.
Good, go ahead.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde, go ahead, please.
Obrigada pela palavra, agradecer por fazer parte dessa vasta equipe do programa SST. Apenas reafirmar o que a doutora Wilma já tinha dito, que nós estamos à disposição dos colegas, dos participantes, para apoiar em tudo o que precisarem relativamente ao curso. Desde a inscrição dos participantes na plataforma até a assistência com qualquer problema técnico ou relacionado aos conteúdos que estão na plataforma e que nós possamos, de alguma forma, eu, a colega Vitória, com a assessoria da doutora Wilma, estamos aqui à vossa inteira disposição. Muito obrigada.
Good. Thank you very much, Marisa, for those encouraging and the commitment that you've given us. We'll be linking up very soon, and your job is very big. The technical support, from our past experience, it was the technical support the technical inability that led many people not to like online course. But with you, with this structure now, I think we have to go ahead smoothly. So colleagues, I think we have reached the end of the webinar, unless we have got some burning questions. Thank you so much. I would want to thank you very much for these 2 weeks. They were so exciting. And we are going to have a gap in the few weeks before the next webinar, because we're so much used to have this big family on a daily basis. I want to thank you very much. Kayla and your team, thank you so much. This is going on very fantastic. We are happy to have this big family. Preven, Vilma, Ben, Willie, please, thank you very much and keep it up. Our beloved participants, we know we are going to have a good, big group graduating next year, but we have to do the work now. Our RGMs, thank you so much. Antonio, well done, my brother. You've done well. And without you, as Ella said, we're not going to have anything moving forward. So, Ella, do you allow me to close now to say goodbye to everyone? Zai, well done.
Thank you very much. And thank you also to you, Charles, for just the beautiful way that you're leading this program. Thank you so much. And good luck when you're presenting our policy to the SADC ministers next week.
Oh, next week.
We're behind
yes.
you.
Thank you so much. Goodbye, colleagues. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye. See you.
Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you. Thank you.
Adeus.
Thank you, Agua.
Ambani.
Thank you, team.
Tchau.
Bye-bye.
Bye.